In this video, I'm going to take a look at a few situations where we can use variables to help describe situations. So this problem is actually the one we just took a look at. So we can think of this as taking 1 pound of beads times $10 a pound plus the $7 shipping. 2 pounds of beads times $10 plus 7. 3 pounds plus $10 plus $7 shipping, and so on. Again, do you remember what type of reasoning I'm using here? This is multiplicative reasoning, and it's useful here when I go to algebra. So in this case, we need a variable. So what's varying? What is changing here? Varying. In this case, it's the pounds of beads. So we're going to define our variable. Let P equal the number of pounds of beads, and it says to write an expression for the total cost of a customer's order. Well, you see, each time we just took the number of beads, P times 10 plus 7, and that's fine to write it that way. You're probably used to writing it in this format as well, and that's fine. One thing I will point out quickly here, this is an expression. It expresses how much something is worth. Not really how much it's worth. It expresses a quantity. If we were to define C as the total cost, we could then write an equation. An equation would be that the total cost is equal to 10p plus 7. And this is an equation because it's two expressions that are equal to each other. So an equation has to have an equal sign, an expression does not. Haven't looked at this example. I would like to point out how the context can help students move to multiplicative reasoning. Notice in this case, the bead company earns $4 for each pound of beads it sells. It has weekly expenses of $500, and so it asks you to fill in the table. Well, here, if it's selling $4 and there's 100 beads, it's going to be pretty natural for kids to take 4 times 100. Probably unlikely that they're going to take 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 100 times to get 400. And so then this sets them up nicely. There's $500 in expenses. The next value is 200. If they sell 200 beads, that's 4 times 200 minus 500. 4 times 300 minus 500, and 4 times 400 minus 500. Also, notice here it asks for an expression. It doesn't ask for the profit here. That's also really helpful to ask kids to give their expressions and not necessarily the final answer. A lot of times teachers play this game where you have to show your work and the kid fights it. They don't want to show their work. Well, here's just kind of a tricky way around it, is just to say, hey, I want to see your expression. I don't want to see the number. Maybe you do, but show me the expression and the answer. That would be fine. Now we need to define a variable. What's the variable? Well, again, it's the pounds of beads that are sold. So P equals the number of pounds of beads that are sold. And so the expression then is $4 times however many pounds we sell minus $500. And again, that's an expression. So using variables is helpful. This expression then can be used for any amount of pounds that we sell, and we don't necessarily have to think through the calculations each time.